This is a Heart and Hand production.
Hello everyone, my name's David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you tonight after Rangers got our Premier League season off to an incredibly disappointing start, but possibly not unsurprising for some of the reasons I'm about to discuss with you, and I'm interested in the comments and hearing your opinions as well. Have you ever had a family member that loved a movie that you absolutely hated, that you couldn't stand, but they watched it constantly? And you'd come home and they'd have it on and you'd go, why are we watching this again, right? It's rubbish. I kind of feel that's what that Rangers performance was. I've seen it all before and I think we're all a bit fed up with it. And what it was Rangers getting into a good position, taking the lead. Actually, in the first half, if I'm being fair, playing some nice stuff, knocking the ball about well, dominating possession. You could see what it's supposed to be, still a bit risky at the back, but in the first half, you would go, okay, these are problems that can be ironed out, lack quality in the final third and maybe not making enough chances from it. But hopefully we'll go on and build from there. And then in the second half, just not turning up. Right from the start of the second half, Motherwell were by far the better side in the second half, thoroughly deserved their late equaliser. If anything, they can probably count themselves more unlucky not to have won as they created better chances today. And what I don't understand is that when Rangers play like that, like we saw in the second half, the reluctance to try anything in the attacking third, which means that they just constantly turn round, take the easy option, pass to the nearest teammate and let Motherwell get back, and the ball ends up usually in our half and us getting pressed and potentially making mistakes. You need to be brave in football, and bravery isn't smashing into somebody and headbutting them in front of the ref and getting sent off. Bravery is wanting the ball, trying that risky through ball, trying to beat a man on the edge of the box and get a shot away. Intent. Rangers had no intent in that second half, and from about 50 minutes looked as though we were hoping to hold out for a 1-0. The manager tried several substitutions, it didn't change it. Here's the issue that Russell Martin has. He's spoken about everybody gets a clean slate. Well, not with the fans, and that's why Dowell and Danilo shouldn't be in a Rangers team. They're not good enough, right? And that's just sad reality. I'm sure they're lovely guys, nice trainers, but they don't, or hard trainers rather, but they don't work. They don't fit. They don't bring enough to the party, and we saw that today. The midfield balance doesn't look right to me at the moment. Another disappointing domestic performance from Diamandi, who frustrates because we know he's better than that, but too often is anonymous in these matches. Defensively, I'll cut the defence, believe it or not, a wee bit of slack, because while there were mistakes in there, there's no shield in front of them. When Motherwell played through our press in the second half, which was in name only, it was virtually non-existent, then they were right on our defence time after time. And Jack Butland has made a number of decent saves before Motherwell eventually did get their equaliser at the end. It all looked so different in the first half when Rangers, when Joe Rothwell was hitting corners, were actually looking quite threatening from them. He put in a good one. Rangers had clearly worked on a situation to get James Tavernier free. Textbook header down and into the net and a goal up. And after that, there were some nice moves, some quick interchanging and passing the play. But for a side who are willing to take risk at the back, we're so conservative once we get into the final third. And in the second half, you saw that. The manager has to learn quickly that there's a reason these guys have seen off so many managers in the past few years, because that's what they default to, and they do it time after time, where it's that slow, sluggish, boring, not fun to watch. Can it be fun to play? And you would have thought, but they do it so often, I'm beginning to have my doubts. And he needs more players in. We know this, right? Ant-Man is coming, Moore's coming, or Moore's already here, and they'll improve the squad a bit. We need a left back. It's not fair to have Aarons out there. You've brought Aarons in to play right back, put him at right back. And if that means Tav dropping out, then it means Tav dropping out. And I think in midfield, we still need a holding midfielder, an out-and-out one. And we definitely, I think, still need a striker. There is, talk, obviously, that Rangers are looking to move on Dessers and move on Igaman for a big fee, and that's fine, and I'm sure replacements would come in. But till then, Dessers, of all the fit options at the moment, is a better striker than Danilo, and my eyes are not closed to Dessers' faults, but he gives you something, and Danilo in the matches we've seen so far has offered very little indeed. So a grim day, really, because it was the same old, same old. It was something that we've witnessed too many times. For Russell Martin, he's learned now that's what they're going to do. And I'm not going to sit here and give it, he needs to change his style or do this or that, because he got brought in to play that style. So it's unreal of me to say that. That's what he's in to do. But he'll have learned something about the character of that team to do. And I think we saw that. Although too many of us as supporters already knew it. So it's up to him now, make big decisions, get the new guys into the side, get them into the side as quickly as possible, and hopefully we'll begin to pick up, because we cannot witness those performances. We witnessed them far too often last season, and what Rangers put in that second half was totally unacceptable. Thank you for joining me. I'll talk to you again on Tuesday after we take on Victoria Pilsen.